Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? How you doing?
Anybody I can easy once, twice.
Yay! You know what? Hold on a second.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm done picking my teeth.
Oh, well, I had to turn the TV off. Hi! Come on in.
Hi, how are you?
John, it's been a week. It is time for Sunday with Mama.
Oh, and that's my daughter, Connie.
And this is my mom, Angel. My name only. We've already discussed
Don't
that.
listen to her.
Show them your wings. Hey, thanks for coming back. Happy to see you all guys back here in Connie's little corner. And if you are new, now you know who we are. This is a fun place to be most of the time. Sometimes I do have to be a little serious about things, but not today. No, not on Sunday with Mama. So we have a small Temu order for you. And I know a lot of you want, oops, you weren't supposed to see that. I know a lot of you want to know about the camping trip that Levi went in, but okay, if you're new, go down below, grab the link. You can download the Temu app. That will get you a $100 coupon bundle. In other words, a group of coupons adding up to $100. And if you use my code, which I'll pop right up here for you, AFC 95851, that will get you 30% off your first order as long as you place that first order within 24 hours of downloading the app. After 24 hours, it drops down to 10%. So get the 30%, do it quickly, right? Now, okay, let's address the elephant in the room, the brace on my wrist.
That's an elephant?
Well, kind of is.
Oh.
Don't worry, nothing's broken, nothing's fractured, nothing's even sprained. I have what's called de Quervain's tendinopathy. And de Quervain's is basically an issue with the tendon that runs down the wrist up into the thumb. I'm left-handed, so obviously my left hand is affected. With all the furniture moving and the packing and the boxes and the constant overuse of my left hand, I pulled that tendon again. I did it, oddly enough, I did it 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago when I was packing to move into this house. I should have known to put the brace on in advance to use it while I was doing everything, but I didn't. And it flared up a couple of days ago. And all this does is basically stop me from moving my wrist from side to side or up and down. So it gives the tendon a chance to heal.
But she can't hit me.
Oh, yes, I can. I got this hand.
Oh, okay.
When have I ever hit you, Josephine?
I don't know. You came around forever. Fingers.
See? She's like, when she tells a fib, she bites her nails. No more fibbing. Anyway.
We do look alike, don't we?
Yes, we do. And well, I'm good looking, so of course you're going to be good looking.
Oh, you poor thing.
So anyway, this is fine. It's got to stay on for a couple of weeks, but I can still use my fingers. I can't grab onto my cup, and I do have difficulty writing, so I can't write or sign my name or anything. But other than that, it's going to slow me down, but it's not going to stop.
What do you mean sign your name? You're left-handed?
Of course. I am the only one in my
that's
right
right. I forgot.
I'm the only one in the family that's left-handed, which makes me the only one in this family that's in her right mind.
Well.
Should we get into this bag, Mama?
Why not?
Go ahead. You do the honors.
Well, let's start with this.
Okay. 75 cents. This is, and I think I mentioned to you in a previous video, I was going to get this. This is a box for AA batteries. I had the one for AAA, but this one is for the AA. It does come with a little hanger.
The size?
Yeah, the size is a little bit bigger on a AA. So you hold tight. Let me see if we can put this to the test. Okay, I have an enormous amount of AA batteries. That's how much I have. So we're going to find out how many will fit in this box. It's supposed to be able to hold 2 layers of the AA batteries.
Oh my God.
Well, we'll see what happens. So far, so good. Let me get this trash out of the way here.
And
Hello,
one more.
batteries. Oh, it's going to hold a lot more than one more.
Oh,
You want to open that pack for me? Can you peel that open? We'll see. This is holding a lot so far. 16. I think it's going to hold 20 on each side. Hold on, teeth. Oh my gosh, she did it with her bare hands. She's always had strong hands, and that's from being a guitar player. All right, fine. You open this one then, too. Open that. Can't open these things at all. Well, probably because I can't use this thumb for much of anything. But so far we have, that's all right. You got this. She just snaps it like it's nothing. All right, young lady. Wrong cup. Put them in there. So,
put them in there?
yep, put them right in there. This has 2 rows on each side. 6 and 6. There's 12 on each side. So this is holding 24. I thought it was only going to hold 16, but it's actually holding 24 AA batteries.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool. So I'm happy with that. I still have a lot more and the cup full. I tend to keep my batteries in the refrigerator because simply it just slows down the molecules, so to speak, and they don't expire quickly. These are not the rechargeable ones, and I wanted them in the case so that I know these are going to be the ones I use first and then depend on the rechargeable ones later. So the case has proven its worth. For under 80 cents, I can store all these batteries, 24 batteries.
It's pretty cool.
That's the AA's. What else is in there, young lady? This is the smaller one. This was 86 cents. I don't know why this one was more expensive. This one is the smaller one, and I'll show you the difference in size. This is the smaller one for the AAA batteries. Can you see the difference in the size of them? So I already had one for the AAA, which you've already seen that the AAA holds 24 also, but they're smaller, so it doesn't need as much space. But this one I got specifically for the rechargeable ones. The other one has the regular non-rechargeables. So that one's for the AAAs. I love these little cases. Oh,
What is that?
this says, yes, y'all know I'm packing, right? And I have a lot of items that I have to protect. China, ceramic plates, glassware,
Oh, I
that
see.
kind of stuff. So on the outside of the box says, I got this pack, and I don't know, did I put the price on it? $2.17 for 250 labels that all say fragile, handle with care. And the labels, I would say, are approximately 3 inches long each.
One on me, would you please?
It's a little too late.
Oh, it says handle with care.
Well, I always handle you with care. But fragile, yeah. This first one does not want to unstick, which is not a bad thing. So it is approximately 3 inches in length. So it's going to stand out nicely. And there's 250 of them. So whether it's a tub or a box or anything that I have to put them on, I can slather these all over the sides and the top of the box and whatnot. I do have, hopefully, very responsible movers. But we'll find out.
Whenever you're moving.
I don't know. Whenever the house sells, I guess.
Oh, I see. Or it's up for sale.
Levi, are you doing a dance back there again, little boy? Look at him. How
I
do you
see
not
him. He's
love
looking.
that? Who says pit bulls are vicious? Anybody out there who says pit bulls are vicious has never met a well-trained pit bull. Pit bulls, like any other dog, are a product of their environment and how they're raised. They're like your kids. You raise them with violence, you raise them to be mean, they're going to be mean, they're going to be violent.
Is that what happened to you?
Yeah, you raised me to be nice.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's why you don't see any meanness or violence coming out of me, and you never saw any coming out of Mark.
No?
No, we're both calm and loving and
Just like your mother.
exactly. Nothing like my dad or any other family members. So, pickles, there's no such thing as a bad breed, and that's a fact. There is no such thing as a bad breed. It is bad owners. So if you've had a bad experience with a pit bull, you need to look at the owner and how they raised their dogs and how they treated that dog to make them mean and make them that way. This guy and every other pit bull I've ever met in my life, 65, 75, 80-pound lap dogs. Lovables. That's why I call him Mr. Lovey, Levi Lovey. $4.97 for this. And these are 50 pieces, and these are box labels. Do you ever get a package and it has a little cellophane thing on the outside of it that has your packing slip in it? That's what these are for. This is a clear cellophane little envelope. You slide your packing slip in there, and then you peel off the adhesive on the back, and it sticks to the box.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So this will give me every single box that I pack will have a piece of paper in here showing me the inventory so that I know exactly what's in the box without having to dig through it. Now, a lot of people put their inventory packs on the top of the box. Not a good idea, right? Because if you stack the boxes, you can't see the list. This will go on the side of every tub or every box so that I can just look on the side and see what's in it. So there's 50 of them, which should be more than enough. Some boxes or tubs, I automatically know what's going to be in them, so I'm not too worried about them. But for $4.97 for 50 of them, that makes them about 10 cents a piece. And it gives me some peace of mind.
It's well worth it.
It's definitely what, oh, my hair's stuck in there. It's definitely well worth it. Yep. So that I can see what I have. And especially once everything goes into storage, if I need to get into the storage unit, I don't want to have to move every single box to get to what's written on the top in marker or whatever. I can just look on the side and I'll title it. I'll title the piece of paper that'll tell me whether it's tools or clothing or kitchen or bathroom. It'll at least point me to the right room. And then if I have more than one tub or box for that room, it'll give me an itemization of what's in it, or at least a general idea, not 100% item per item. Right?
Very good.
Are you pulling out now, young lady?
I don't know.
Oh, more stuff for
pulling.
packing. You are just pulling. Take your time. What are you
Oh.
pulling? What are you putting in there? This is not feel a meal. Okay. This is, just leave it. Leave it. Do it. Look at it. You're like, leave it. She's curious. She's just got to get into everything. She's holding her hand in the bag. And she's got the bag squeezed around her wrist. So I can't get my hand in the bag.
That's right.
She's feeling around for what's in there. Wait till she sees what's in the bottom of that. $3.99. And this is a pack, I believe, of 10. And these are bottle bags. Did you ever try to safely pack glassware or narrow like a bud vase or any type of liquor bottles along those lines? You'll see. Anything along those lines. You can't see if your hand's in the bag, young lady. Let me get, oh my goodness gracious. Hold on. It was out of here. Okay. These are,
Wow.
these are bottle bags. It looks like just like a big bag. All right. However, can you see these little markings along the top? You take this little pump, put the pump on the bottom, put your hand out so you can feel it. Feel the air?
Yeah.
Okay. What this is going to do is this is going to pump up. There's little holes on the bag, which I can't get into right now, but I don't think I can anyway. We'll see. You pump these up and they all blow up.
You should be able to pump them.
Well, Mom, I can't because of my wrist.
Oh, well, I'll help you.
No, it's okay. Let's see. Let me see if I can get one section opened or punched. I don't want to punch all the way through it. It's kind of hard to do this when you're one-handed. Gives you a hole with a spot to put the device in, but I can't do it. It's going to have to wait. But anyway, when I do get a chance to do it, you'll see. And I'll put a picture up here of what it looks like. They literally swell into tubes that go all the way around the bottle. And then you slide the bottle in and it protects it from crushing. That's the whole idea behind it. It makes it crush proof. It's pretty cool. I wish I could demonstrate, but unfortunately I can't grip and do that. I'm looking to see if I can find a way to do it, but it's not showing me. It's not letting me.
Okay. Want me to try?
No, because if we punch through too far, then it won't work. It won't fill. So I will do this.
You just don't trust me.
I don't. Because again, you have to be very careful about just how far you go into the bag so that you don't puncture all the way through. You just want to puncture in enough to get into that tube. And I can't do it. I'm looking and I'm trying to figure, but I can't. All right. Well, you know what? It's not the end of the world that I can't demonstrate it to you. I can always do a follow-up once I actually have the use of my left wrist again to be able to do it freely. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to let me. It gives a little arrow. And right where the little arrow is, you'll see there's a little hole. But right now the hole is sealed, so I can't get into it. Oh, well.
That's a hole in the.
When I'm able to, I will do it. I heard that. She thinks I didn't hear that. When I'm able to, I will get into it. See how this slows me down? It makes it hard for me to grasp anything. But I have to be very mindful of it because if I don't take good care of that wrist, then everything is going to be delayed by several weeks. I won't be able to do anything at all, which means I cannot finish packing. I cannot show the house because I have to be able to have the house uncluttered and the boxes and everything stacked in the garage. So if I don't take care of this, that pushes everything back by several weeks. Yeah. All right. Aw, can you see what that is? This was $1.85. And this is for Mr. Levi. Yes, he's standing right here next to me. This is a pillbox with little paw prints all over it. Isn't that the cutest thing? So he takes medicine for his GERD, just like you or I would. He takes omeprazole. Dogs can take human meds. So he takes omeprazole. So when we travel, this will hold his omeprazole. It's not really a mirror on the front. It's just reflective. It's just very, very reflective. But
very nice.
Yeah, it's really nicely made. Closes good and sturdy. Got a little push button to get it open. And so it pops open nicely. You don't have to struggle. So nice little pill box. And I got it with the puppy paws on it so that I know that that's his versus mine, which has Betty Boop on the top. Because I'm a Betty Boop kind of girl. Levi's pill box. Uh-oh. How many more things are in there?
Oh, the dog.
It's the dog.
Scared the daylights out of me.
It's the dog.
I forgot.
$5.34. Now, let me stop here for a second because some of you had asked me, a couple of people said, what does Mama get? And other people have asked me, well, how am I going to do Temu videos if Levi and I are traveling around for a couple of months, obviously because they can't ship products to me. So if I want to buy anything from Temu during the travels, I don't have to have it delivered to me. I can have it either delivered to a friend, or if I get anything from Mom, I can change the address and have it delivered to her. here's the thing. If you change an address on Temu, make sure that only what you want to go to that address is what you check out at that time, because you cannot split items, one part of the order here, one part of the order here, but you can change where the order goes. So I will be doing that for Mom while I'm on the road, because it will be over the holidays, most likely. I will be ordering things for Mom and having them delivered right to her door.
What are you going to order?
I can't tell you.
Oh,
But I can then do videos without having to have the products in hand, simply by putting up the pictures of the products and explaining it and reviewing it and giving you all the information on it without me having to have it. And for the things that I don't get, that I want to get, that are for Mom, they're going to go in my wish list. They may stay in my basket. My basket may grow like crazy because it already is. And I just check and uncheck things as I want to ship them or not. I'll be getting a lot of new things for the new house. But until it's done, I don't know everything I'm going to need. So I'm holding off on ordering anything further for the new house, as far as like pull out drawers and storage baskets and storage containers and that kind of stuff. I'm just holding off on that. It doesn't make any sense for me to get it until I'm in the space and I can see, right? And until I actually finish the design, the decor, I should say, not the design, but the decor within the house. So I'll still be doing videos. They'll just be what they call green screen videos, where you'll be seeing the products, but they won't be in my hands. And I'll be recording all over the States. I may be recording outside, sitting outside the middle of the woods. I may be recording from my car. Who knows? But I'll still be able to do those videos for you. And I do have to update a couple of the tips and tricks. I am still getting inundated with questions about refund without return. So I am going to be redoing that entire video. I'm going to be taking down the original one, which I think was tips and tricks part 5, 6, somewhere early on. And I'm going to be redoing that entire video. So I can do a tips and tricks video no matter where I am, right? So you might see me sitting around doing one by a campfire. Who knows?
by a campfire.
By a campfire.
Wow.
I know, right? All right. So there you have it. A little bit of information there. $5.34 for this. Let me get that down there. Throw the stuff off the table here. Okay. No, it's attached. So this, I know I'm not going to be where it's a warm climate for the wintertime. I'm going to be traveling across the lower 48, which is everything south of the Mason-Dixon line, right? And you can all Google Mason-Dixon line if you don't know where that is. So I'm going to need some long sleeve shirts. So I thought this was a fun looking shirt.
Nice.
It's black in the middle. Look, that nice white lining. It's got the camo sleeves on it. And it is long sleeve. Beautiful stitching. What are we doing?
I'm making my sleeve.
She's making her sleeve. Solid black down the back. Solid black down the front. It's loose fit. This is long line. This is about 33 inches long. Very, very nicely made. The hem work and the stitch work is beautiful on here. Nice. Look at that. Nice interior. And it's soft. It does not feel nylon. It does not feel polyester. It almost feels like a rayon type material. It does. It feels like almost like a rayon. And it has some weight to it. So remember, the cheaper, nasty polyester stuff doesn't really carry any weight. It's light and flimsy. This has a fair amount of weight to it.
That'll fit me. I'll take it.
This is not going to fit you, young lady. Oh, I do have a picture I have to put up of you. Remember last Sunday, I had gotten that denim shift dress. And even though I had gone up 2 sizes on it, it still did not fit me properly. It was not cut properly. And of course, knowing that it's genuine denim, real denim, it was going to shrink. I would never have gotten it on She tried it on. It fit her beautifully. She had the white t-shirt underneath it, which is perfect, exactly how she should wear it. So I'm going to put a picture right up here so you can see just how cute and adorable Mom looked. And yes, I sent it home with her. So that is her country girl. She's a country girl. She grew up on a farm in Maine.
Yep.
Okay. So she's used to being in denim and overalls.
Fort Kent, Maine.
Fort Kent, Maine. Yep. So she just looked so cute as a button in that outfit. I sent her home with it. It's hers. So anyway, this is very, very nicely done. I'm very happy with this. I did try it on. It does run true to size. And the ones that are a polyester blend, they don't shrink. If you have something that's primarily cotton, and if you look and you see on the description it's primarily cotton, you can expect it's going to shrink at least a half size, if not a full size. And denim can shrink up to 2 sizes when it's washed. So keep that in mind when you're ordering your clothes. Know your measurements. Use Temu's size chart. Make sure you go by the measurements on their chart. I don't care if their chart says you're a 3XL. If their measurements match yours and US says you're only a size 10, doesn't matter. You want to get what fits. So you got to go by their chart, right? I go by their chart, and that denim jumper, that was the only thing I had problem with. And I used their sizes. I went up 2 sizes. It's still too small. So at least I know it's got a good home. All right, young lady. I think this is the last thing in the bag, is it?
I don't know. Yes, it is.
Okay. Last thing in the bag. This was $6.98. How could you think this, sweetheart? Well, we're going to stop trash in it, Mom. We don't have to fold it. We're going to put trash in it. Okay? Okay. By the way, you notice the haircut? We put pictures up in the last video. As I told you, after last Sunday with Mom, I was going to cut her hair, and I did put pictures up. So this is it. She loves it when I cut her hair. I cut it exactly how she likes it in her style. I don't mess with it. I don't try to curl it or do anything funky with it. This is what she loves. This is what she likes. And this is what she gets. Daughter always gives the best stuff.
Thank you.
I take good care of the mamas. $6.98 for this. Now, first I want to show you this material. Look at the pattern. This is modeled. Can you see that it actually has multiple colors in it? It has light and dark. This material, again, is really, really nice, really soft. And this is another one of those winter sleep shirts.
Oh, look at the sleeves.
Yeah. Raglan. What do they call these
nice.
sleeves? Jersey sleeves, sports. I don't know. There's a name for it. It's just got the stripes on it. But I love the rust color. Now, here's the odd part. I didn't think about this till after I got it. My new home is going to be a dark brown, what I call barn brown. And the trim around the windows and the door, the porch framing is You see what she's doing here? She's such a... You're not sneaky. I know what you did. She's like pulling it over. Is a dark brick red. They call it burnt brick. And that's almost this color. Even the roof, the metal roof on the house is going to be a burnt brick. So it's going to be a very rustic, country looking home from the outside. When I saw this color, I'm just attracted to this color. Now I know why, right? This is a 3/4 length sleeve. Very nicely made. Beautiful stitching. And yes, it's got that white liner inside of it. Right? Absolutely gorgeous. And this is the longer nightshirt length. It does come down to the knees and it fits true to size. So again, make sure you use their size charts. What do you think?
I think that would fit me.
No.
Oh, yes.
No. Because it fits me. And you're like at least one size. You're one size smaller than me. I tend to wear a
Well,
large.
that's okay. I like things hanging on me.
That's true. She does. But in the next order, I do have something coming from Mama. It It should be here in time for
I
next
do
season.
like that though.
Isn't that nice? That's a nice sleep shirt.
I do
Really,
like that.
really nice sleep shirt.
I think I should try it.
This is hard for me to say. No.
You really don't mean that.
It's like, wait. We just hit the 30-minute mark. That's it for this particular order. You all know about the elephant in the room, but you can see how it stops me from gripping and grabbing things. So it's going to slow me down a little bit. I know she's always telling me I always need to slow down. I don't know how to slow down. When I have a mission or something I have to get done, I'm like full steam ahead. I will push myself till I drop. But I can't do that because of this. So this is going to slow me down. I think I said in the beginning, I may not have. I did hire someone that's coming into the house on Tuesday to clean the bathroom and the kitchen for me because I can't get this brace wet. If I get it wet, that means I have to take it off, and I have to take it off, then the tendon won't heal. So I have someone coming in to clean the wet rooms, and I will be, while they're doing that, I'll be taking care of organizing the 2 bedrooms and what's left to box up in the living room, getting that at least somewhat organized so the house is presentable for prospective buyers to come in and peek around.
How come you're selling it?
Well, cost of living down here is way higher than what I can afford. And it's gone up. In the 2 years I've been in this house, it's gone up to the point that it has totally consumed my COLA, which is the cost of living allowance that those of us on Social Security income. It's more than consumed my annual raise. So it's putting me further and further in the hole, tapping into my savings. It's not, I can't do anything. I can't afford to go anywhere. I can't afford to take her out to eat.
Oh, well, you better do something.
I know. Right?
Right.
So I have to sell it. Get myself into a house that I do not have a mortgage on, paid in full, and then I only have rental for wherever it is that I place my home.
And they can take me out to eat.
Then I can take you out to eat. We can fly all over the country and go visiting and go out to events and whatever the case may be. So it's a necessity. And sometimes, to me, this has been a house. This. I never intended to live here. I bought this as a rental. Circumstances changed. I had to move in and I had to live here. So that being said, it's a personal choice. Sometimes you just do what you have to do. Now, this past week, just around the corner, the back of the corner that we just came out of, Levi and I went camping.
Oh.
And we didn't go camping too far from here. Matter of fact, we were only about 15 minutes away from Mom and about a half hour, maybe 40 minutes from me. We went to the White Hank Mountains. And we were...
What's the name of it?
White Hank Mountains.
Like a tank?
Yeah.
T-A-N-K? Oh, wow.
White Hank Mountains. And we were in the national park. We had a beautiful site. And I did a little bit of video and a lot of pictures because I'm not used to recording on my phone. I record on my notebook. And recording on my phone was a challenge for me. So I wasn't really happy with how a lot of the things came out. But I will put up a little video. It may only be 15, 20 minutes, but when I get it all edited and whatnot, I will put up a video. But suffice it to say, Levi was a trooper. He did wonderful. Every night that we were there for 2 nights, 2 days, 2 nights, and half the next day. Every night I was lullabied to sleep by the coyotes howling off in the distance. And at one point, Levi, look at him doing his little dance in the background. You talk about him and he dances.
Yeah.
At one point when they howled, he howled back and the coyotes completely just stopped. They didn't make a sound. And then you could hear them howling, but going further away. Whatever he said to them and howled made them.
They answered him.
They left. So we encountered within the campsite, we had a couple of little white scorpions, little tiny scorpions. And it's the little scorpions you got to watch out for, not the big ones. The little ones have the most painful bite, or painful sting if you get stung. So I did carry tongs with me, long metal tongs. And every time I came across a scorpion, I picked it up with the tongs and I took it as far out as I could take it and then flung it way out into the desert. I didn't want Levi stepping on it or accidentally getting stung by it, you know. We had a lot of birds visit of all different kinds that came into camp.
What visit?
Birds.
Oh, birds.
All sorts of birds. Birds with black bodies and bright red heads, and birds with black bodies and yellow heads, and birds with black and white stripe. They look like prison birds. They look like they were in a prison uniform. And some of them would come right in and sit on the picnic table. They wouldn't get in anything, but they would just come and look around or sniff around. And then we had an encounter with a diamondback rattlesnake. That is the deadliest snake, the most dangerous snake in Arizona. Our campsite was not too far from the restrooms, from the showers and the restrooms. And I decided that instead of using the porta potty that I had bought, I would just use the restrooms that were there. And I was going to use the porta potty as just like a trash bucket to keep everything covered, you know, from the animals. Well, the second night that we were there, Levi and I took a walk over towards the restrooms. We went over to the dishwashing station, which is a really nice thing that they have there. Washed up the dinner's dishes, and it was already dark. It was 6:30, 7 o'clock. And then we just cut across to the next building. And as we're walking, I saw what looked like just a big beige stick laying in front of the ladies' room door. I got about 15 feet away from it, and I saw its tail. Black and white rings around the tail. The tail was up. The rest of the body was stretched out. It was probably about 3.5 feet long, had a tan colored body, and down the back, it had this brownish, reddish, brownish diamond patterns. And right off the bat, I recognize it as a diamondback rattlesnake. I looked down at Levi. I looked at the snake. I kept my flashlight right in that snake's face so I knew where it was. And I said to Levi, as if he's going to understand me, "Oh, hell no." And we just backed up and went around the building and right back to the campsite. And my trash bucket turned back into a porta potty. That's all I can say. So it was interesting. It didn't take me long to set up camp. It took me 30 seconds to set up the tent itself. It took me probably about 10 minutes to set up the sunshade. And then, of course, I started pulling things out a little at a time that I needed. I did do a video of me pumping up the mattress and whatnot, the air mattress. Everything I used for camping came from Temu. So I will be doing a Camping with Temu video to show how everything worked. I even showed using the little camp stove and cooking the first evening meal that when we got there, and I think the next day cooking the first breakfast when we got there. But we had a great time, and I know that Levi can handle, now I know that Levi can handle the cross-country camping trip that we're going to go on. So I'm more excited for that, and I got to be 100% transparent with you. As
When are you
excited,
doing that?
probably within a month or two.
Wow.
When it got close to the day to do this camping trip, I was both excited and terrified. I have not been solo camping in years, and I'm talking decades. And for someone my age, in my late 60s, taking that venture on with an older dog in an area that I'm not familiar with, I know all of New York State, so I would have not had a second thought about it. But down here in Arizona, with the wildlife and everything else, and human and animal wildlife, it was frightening. And I have to tell you, I almost backed out. But I said, no, I have to do this. Because it's the only way I'm going to be able to do any traveling. I had to make sure that I could do it, that I could handle setting up the entire campsite myself, taking care of everything, including Levi, myself, right, tearing it down, inflating them. I mean, everything involved. And you know what? As I did each thing, all I kept saying to myself is, you got this. You got this. You know, I am truly.
And it made it easier.
It did make it a lot easier. And I am truly my mother's daughter, because she has always been very independent and able to tell herself, I got this, I can do this. And she didn't let anything ever stop her.
Nope.
And I got that from her. So I am very proud to be her daughter. And I'm going to pat myself on the back that I'm very proud that I actually did this. You going to do it for me? Thank you. She loves me. So yeah, so that's it. Look for the camping video. Hopefully I'll be able to get it out this week because I can't do much else. I will try to get it out either Wednesday or Thursday because I know the past couple of weeks you didn't have a midweek video come up. And I appreciate you being patient and waiting and coming back to see us. So that's it. We're done. Big thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to share it. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel,
Do so.
that, right?
Right.
64% of you that are watching this have not hit that subscribe button. Really? It's free. You can always unsubscribe later on.
Unsubscribe. I like that.
But I've already packed up the goodies for the 5,000 subscriber gift box. I've already got that packed because, I'm just saying, well, we're not going to hit 5,000 before I hit the road, but we may hit 5,000 while I'm on the road. People might want to see me struggling every time I'm at a campsite. They might like that. Anyway, guys, thank you for the super thanks. Thank you to those that found me at Buy Me a Coffee, Connie's Little Corner at buymeacoffee.com. Remember, please stay hydrated. We're in the middle of October and we're still hitting 100 degrees every single day.
And it's beautiful.
Yes, she loves it. Remember, above all else, please stay sweet. And I will catch you again soon with either Sunday with Mama or, if I can get it done, Camping with Temu. Bye.
Bye.